session we have seen how to calculate the applied stress. Now there are the chances when they will give the structure, and for that case we'll have to define the things. So that I'll explain the numerical for this. See, a rotating shaft, circular cross section, subjected to non-rotating force of 5 kN. So this 5 kN load is act, and simply supported beam between two bearings A and E. So this is a bearing A. So bearing is having reactions, reaction at A, reaction at E, correct? And where in between that the load 5 kN is situated. Then as shown in figure, there shows the shaft is machined process, machining. Why? Because this will help to calculate the application factor Ka with respect to manufacturing process. From plain carbon steel is there, so SE dash value will be 0.5 times SUT. Having ultimate tensile strength 500 Newton per mm square and expected reliability 90%. So I'll write given data as I had told you. The force total 5 kilonewton. Then they have mentioned the material SUT 500 Newton per mm square. Then expected reliability 90%, correct? And the equivalent notch radius at the fillet section can be taken as 3 mm. So this will be the fillet radius shown in figure. Fillet radius 3 mm. What is the life of shaft? Of course, life of shaft, it means they have asked for the number of cycles N. So as per our requirement or curve, we can see we'll have to calculate number of cycles, life of bar. So one by one we'll have to move as per the structure. We'll read the structure first and then decide the things. Clear? Now see the structure. RA, reaction at bearing A, reaction at bearing E, RE, correct? And force is acting 5 kilonewton. So before starting this, I must know while using the structure, I will have to use the endurance limit. I will have to calculate that. So one by one I'll go for the endurance limit. So step number 1, calculate endurance limit. So I'll directly write SE is equal to K, KB, KC, KD into SC dash. So one by one, KA, application or service factor, surface finish factor we can say. So K we can calculate from the graph. K required SUT and process. Which process? Machining process. So I'll show you the K graph. See, SUT, the ultimate tensile strength, they have mentioned how much? They have mentioned 500. So see, 500 situated over here at this point. Clear? And they have asked for the process machine. Here they have mentioned machine from plain carbon steel. So machining process is there. So machining is this. So I'll move at the top and machining is the curve. So I'll get K is equal to 0.8. Clear? K is equal to 0.8. So I'll write 0.8 from SUT and process, manufacturing process. Now we'll move toward the KB. KB is nothing but size factor. Any size they have mentioned, you can see here. They have mentioned the size. Shaft, this rod diameter 30 mm, here 35 mm. Clear? And this enlarge is 45. So we'll have to take whichever be the going to bend. Correct? Load is applied. It means bending will be there. Here no symmetry is there. It means from the center it is having 300 mm distance. Here 400. 300 plus 100. So no symmetry. So there will be the bending. So for the bending case, we have seen earlier such kind of the problem. While load is acting on a particular with respect to bearing, there will be the bending. Correct? So we'll have to consider bending. That's why which part is going to bend first? Either 30 mm, 45 mm or 35 mm first. The first one is lesser one, that is 30 mm. So 30 mm means size factor suggested, it is situated in between 7.5 to 50.85 will be the kV, because we have calculated for 30 mm. Why 30 mm? I told you for the diameter 30 mm, 45 mm and 35 mm, which is going to bend first because of a load 30 mm, lesser one. So we'll have to consider this 30. So therefore kb is 0.85 for diameter of 30 mm. Is that clear? Then kc, reliability factor. So reliability is 90%. So 90% we'll have to check the graph. 90% 0.897. 0.897 for reliability of 90%. Correct? Then kd is nothing but 1 by kf. And we know kf is equal to 1 plus q into kt minus 1. Is that clear? Now kf. Q is given. See, the equivalent notch radius at fillet section can be taken as a 3. So that equivalent radius they have given. Q is given. Q is around 0.78. In case of given data, Q is 0.78. So 78 is given. So KT we don't know. Theoretical stress concentration factor. But we know which graph is suitable for this. As they have mentioned, a rotating shaft means a round shaft with shoulder fillet, I can say. That will be the graph suitable for calculation of this KT. As I told you, KT can be calculated only when we must know the structure. On the basis of that structure, we are able to calculate the value of KT. So we'll move toward the graph chart. So these are the graphs. What it indicates? It indicates, first one is rectangular plate, this is not suitable. This is rectangular plate, not suitable. Round shaft, not suitable because bending is there in the structure. In our case, bending is there. So therefore, I can say round shaft with the bending, that is sigma b is equal to mby by I. Correct? Mby by I. Through which I can find out the KT. So r by d, I must know x axis, and for this curve d by d, I must know. So I'll calculate one by one. So r by d for this case, you can see r by d. R is 3. D is diameter, I will have to take a 30. Correct? With respect to fillet, I will have to consider, and whichever be the smaller that I will have to consider 30. So it is 0.1. First thing, x-axis. Now for the curve d by d. So which is d? D is the enlarged diameter 45. Smaller d 30. 45 by 30. So I'll just take a ratio of this 1.5. So I got two values. One is 1.5. One is 0.1. So 0.1 x-axis I will have to check. See here. 0.1 here. And d by d 1.5. D by d 1.5. This graph. See middle one. This. So here if I move from this graph, I'll get 1.7. KT is, see, 0.1, move up to this point here, and from here to here 1.7. Correct? So I'll directly write KT is equal to, from the graph, that's why selection of graph and all the things I have taught already, 1.7. So this will be the KT. So once I get the KT, I can calculate KF is equal to 1 plus Q is 0.78 into KT 1.7 minus 1. So I'll get the fatigue stress concentration factor, that is KF 1.5304. Once I get the KF, I'll calculate KD is equal to 1 by KF. So it is 1 by 1.5304. Correct, which is equal to KD. That is modifying factor. It is KD is, I'll just write 0.6534. 0.6534. This will be the KD. Clear? So likewise we have calculated. Now rest remaining is SE dash. though it is material of steel, 0.5 SUT for steel. So 0.5 SUT is how much? 500. So it is 250 Newton per mm square. Clear? This will be the SE. So here, once we have got this SE, this will be the first part through which we have got the SE. Now it's our process to start with one by one the things which required. We need to calculate the graphical point of view because we have to calculate life of bar. So see, I have drawn here x-axis 3, 4, 5, 6. For y-axis log of 10 SE. SE we have calculated. So I'll do here step number 2. That is log of 10 SE. So SE is 250. Therefore I'll get, just try to find out, that is log of 10 SE. Sorry, SE dash. Here, sorry, here is the SE dash. So after putting all the things, clear? Just wait. Here SE dash will get. So Ka Kb, I will have to use this equation. That is, I'll write here SE is equal to K. Use log of step number 2. Log of base 10 SE is equal to. So log of base 10 SE is 99.64, which is equal to. So after doing this, I'll get SE is 1.9984. So I'll write here 1.9984. First value we have got. Then SF is given, don't know. SUT we know, so we'll write log of base 10.9 of SUT. So which is equal to, SUT is nothing but it is 500 Newton per mm square. So by putting this log of 10.9 of SUT is equal to is equal to 2.6532. 2.6532. So it is 2.6532. Correct? So likewise I have put here. Now SF is important because we are interested to calculate number of cycles. So while calculating this, I must know SF. I told you in previous session. So SF is what? So from the diagram we'll have to check. See, load is acting here 5 kilonewton, bearings are having reaction. So from my side I will have to develop the equation for the reaction. So by taking, I'll write here, by taking moment with respect to A is equal to 0. So my reaction will be minus, I'll keep minus for the upward, RE into 200, 400, 700, correct, plus 5000 is moving downward into 100 plus 300, 400, which is equal to 0. Therefore reaction at E, it is in Newton, reaction at E, just so this is 2857. So I'll write 2857 Newton, correct. So we know RA plus RE is equal to 5000. Downward force is upward force. Downward force is equal to upward force. We'll get yes 2143. So I'll write 2143. Clear? So likewise these are the reactions I got. Now through which I realize that it is the bending. So bending stress will be occur. So why we cannot take bending as a applied stress over here? So I can write, see, SF is equal to, because this value we don't know, and this I can calculate here. SF is equal to bending stress that is 32 MB by pi d cube. Correct? Now MB is the question. MB is force into perpendicular distance. So here bending moment. So maximum bending moment will occur at a maximum distance. You can see from this we have to calculate all the bending moment. So first of all I'll calculate bending moment with respect to B, this point, and with respect to D. So because of this point only bending will occur at this case. So I'll write bending moment at point B. So that is RA into, that is 2143 into 300. So here this value is 642.9. Correct? So I have written here, see, 642.9. And the bending moment at point D is equal to 2857 into 200, which is equal to 571.4 Newton. It is in Newton. So this 571 point this. So both the bending moment we have calculated. Now we'll have to select whichever be the maximum. So maximum. So I'll write select maximum. So maximum is bending moment at B. Correct? 642.9. Correct? So this one. So I'll write SF is equal to sigma B is equal to 32 into 642.9 divided by pi, diameter is 30 mm cube. So here SF is equal to, just try to find out from your side, applied stress, it is considered as, so applied stress SF, that is 242.54 Newton per mm square, but we know we'll have to use log of 10. So I can write here log of 10 SF is equal to log of base 10 242.54, which is 2.3848. So I'll write 2.3848. Correct? 2.3848. So 2.6 upper limit, 1.9 lower limit, middle situated. Okay. Clear? So this will be the part which we have seen here. After calculating this SF, there is a question to calculate the life of bar, that is log of n. So again we'll have to use our equation, that is the previous equation. So I'll write here. So that previous equation is see, I'll show this equation. So this equation I will have to use log of SF, and here n value we need to calculate. Correct? So I'll directly write from, for your sake, that is just another color. Log of 10 SF is equal to log of 10.9 SUT minus log of 10.9 SUT minus log of 10 SE divided by 6 minus 3 into log of 10 n minus 3, n minus 3. So therefore I'll write log of 10 n minus 3 is equal to, correct? By putting all the values we know it, that is 2.65, 2.34, 38, 1.99. So through which log of 10 n, log of 10 n minus 3 is equal to, so here one point 1.2297. So log of 10 n is equal to 4.2297. Therefore number of cycles I got from the calculation, it is 16,970.1 cycles, 16,970.1 cycles. So this will be the life of bar for the given statement. So likewise we need to solve. So here I have made the combination of KT, theoretical stress concentration factor, then we have gone towards the Ka, Kb factors, and through which we are able to calculate the applied stress, which is in terms of a bending, and likewise. So these are the steps we have to follow for the solving such kind of the numerical. But for that we must know the reaction forces, how it occurs, how we have calculated that I told you over here. So you will have to check this stepwise and try to solve this after watching this video. Try to solve. Thank you.